Hi guys, welcome back to Villa Molino Cookery Club. Yes, in lockdown. Now what I'm doing now is I'm repeating a recipe. Yes, I'm repeating it because the first time round, it was the first time I ever made it. I didn't do it too good, so I'm going to repeat it. And this recipe is a lovely Greek moussaka. Right, this is going out to my friend Victoria in Athens because she phoned me up. She said, your first recipe was not that good, Marco. So Victoria, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it properly, and this time is going to come out fantastic. So what I've got here, this is going to be traditional Greek moussaka. First of all, we've got some lovely onions and garlic sweating away here. Onion and garlic sweating away. We're going to add. I've already started frying the onions and garlic. I'll give you all the ingredients and all the measurements later. We got three bay leaves, not bailiffs, bay leaves. Right, we've got one cinnamon stick cut in half. Right, so that's going to start. We're going to put. Then we've got some lovely minced lamb. That's going in. That's going to go in. Oh, I can smell the cinnamon and the bay leaf. Right, minced lamb is going in. Minced lamb, onions, garlic, 3 bay leaf, 1 cinnamon stick cut in half. So that's going to go. Now we're not going to put a lid on this because we want all the liquid to evaporate. So we've got the lamb frying nicely. Just chop it all up. In the meantime, I'll tell you what we've got here. We've got a lovely bechamel. Lovely white bechamel sauce, look at that, still hot. Slightly thicker than a normal bechamel because we don't want a soup in the dish at the end of the day. So we've got some aubergine here. We've got some aubergine that we sliced. With the skin on, we just patted it with the flour and we fried it in some vegetable oil. And then we left it on the kitchen paper to dry. So we've got the sliced aubergine, lightly fried in sunflower oil. Now we've got some potatoes. These are large potatoes, any large baking potatoes, sliced in slices about 2-3 millimeters thick. Lovely potatoes here, lightly fried and then dried on kitchen paper. Very important, potatoes, layer them on kitchen paper. Aubergine, layer them on kitchen paper. So we've got the lamb here. The lamb's coming. We've got to get all the moisture out of the lamb. Any liquid we want to get out, right. So now this lamb is getting a bit of colour. What we need to do is we need some nice cherry tomatoes. So we've got a tin of cherry tomatoes here. This one is Waitrose. It's very good, sweet and vibrant, peeled Italian cherry tomatoes. I know it's a Greek dish, but today we got Italian cherry tomatoes. Couldn't get Greek cherry tomatoes. So we're going to put that in. That's it, the whole tin. So we've got the lamb, the cinnamon, the bay leaves, salt and pepper. That's all going to fry off and reduce. Another ingredient we need for moussaka is some sheep's milk cheese. No parmesan, ladies and gentlemen, no parmesan. We want sheep's milk cheese. There's a couple of options for sheep's milk, but the easiest option, ladies and gentlemen, the easiest option is, you can get it in most supermarkets, is manchego. Yes, I know manchego is Spanish, but it will do. The Greeks won't know the difference. Anyway, so we've got the lamb mince here frying away. We've got lovely lamb mince frying away. We need to reduce, get the liquid from the tomato out. We need to reduce that, make it nice and thick. Then we start building the moussaka. So we've got the bechamel, some potatoes, some aubergine, the lamb, the sheep's milk cheese, the bechamel, boom, 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 boom. Let me just cook this down. I'll be back in a minute. Hi, it's me, I'm back again. So we've got all the ingredients we need for the construction of the moussaka. We've got the nice lamb mince that's been stewing in tin tomato, onions, garlic, cinnamon, bay leaf. Let's take the bay leaf out. Take the cinnamon out, we don't want that, that's a bit chewy. So we've got the lamb mince, tomato, onion, garlic, lovely flavors there. We've got sliced potato, we've got sliced aubergine fried in flour and oil. We've got Greek sheep's milk cheese, and we've got some nice bechamel. So now we do the construction phase. So construction phase, basically it's a combination of bechamel, lamb, potato and aubergine. You can do it whichever way you want. It all comes out good, but I suggest the top layer has to be bechamel and cheese gratinate, lovely color, lovely golden color. So let's start with a little bit. So here's our oven dish here. Let's start with a little bit of bechamel at the bottom. I'm going to do bechamel at the bottom and a little bit of potato. So I've got my lovely bechamel here. This is the same ingredients that I used for the previous moussaka recipe, just the construction a bit different, and I think I put it in the oven a bit too long. Came out a bit too dark, didn't it? Yeah. So we're going to start. A little bit of bechamel, a little bit of sheep's milk cheese. Sheep's milk cheese. We don't need seasoning. The bechamel already seasoned. Right, sheep's milk cheese. Right, now we're going to do potato. Potato, 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 potato. Is it? Do, 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 do. Right, potato on the bottom layer. Make sure it's all nicely covered. Cut the potato if you have to get into the sides. Or use this, yeah. Cut the potato. Look at that. Artist. Right, so we've got potato. Now we want to do aubergine. Aubergine, lamb, potato. Yes, so aubergine. So here we go, the potato. Right? Pay attention. Aubergine. Squish it in. This is fried in flour and olive oil, skin on. Skin on. Aubergine. I'll give you the recipe later. I always make it extra. There'll be a bit left over. But I'll try and be a bit more precise when I give you the recipe. Right, aubergine, aubergine, aubergine. So, potato, aubergine. Now, we want lamb. So, we want about half of this lamb. You see it's nice and dry, there's not a lot of liquid there. So it's not going to be a soggy mess. Yes, indeed. So, lamb. Lamb. Look at that. Do about half of that. Lovely, look at that. Right, spread it out. Spread it out, spread it out. Now, on the previous video, I think on this layer, I mixed the lamb with the bechamel. You don't want to do that. Just put the lamb on its own. Right, lamb. Right. So squash it down. Oh, a bit of cinnamon. Don't want that. Squash it down, squash it down. Use the spatula, squash it down. Nice and compact. Nice and compact. Right, next layer. Aubergine. You could do another layer of potatoes. I might put a layer of potatoes on the top. If you want to put another layer of potatoes in there, go ahead. go ahead, be my guest. Be my guest. Aubergine. Nice aubergine. Looks like I'm gonna have lots left over. I'll give you the right recipe in the end of this video. Aubergine, nicely fried, already seasoned. Pat it down. Little corner there. Little corner there. Pat it down, pat it down. Moussaka. This is for Victoria, who used to work with us at Demario. She's now in Athens, watching now. Thank you, Victoria, lovely recipe. Right, so we've got aubergine. What do we want now? I think we put the lamb. We put the lamb on top. Yes, let's get all this lamb out. Here we go. That's all the lamb, look. One kilo of lamb. Right, squish it, squish it. Oh, there's the other bay leaf. There's the other bay leaf. Right. Right, so squish that all down. Right. Now, a lot of recipes say put the bechamel on top of the lamb, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a layer of potatoes. How many? Let me see. Aubergine, potato. I don't want to get too. No, let's do, how many layers of aubergine? 2 layers. Let's do another layer of aubergine. Aubergine. It's a Greek dish. Should be lots of aubergine there. Greek dish, aubergine. Aubergine, Greek. As I said, the layers, you can construct them as you wish. More aubergine, less potato, more potato, less aubergine, more bechamel, less bechamel. Be my guest. Right, so aubergine. Right, now I'm going to put potato. Potato, yes. Then that's all going to cook nicely. All going to come together. Make sure you squish it all down. I'll show you when it's ready, when it comes out of the oven, how nice it's going to be. Right, that's it. So look, potatoes, pressing it down, pressing it down. Now we do the bechamel and we gratinate. We don't need aubergine. So we've got our sheep's milk cheese. We've got our bechamel. Here we go. Nice bechamel. All the ingredients at the end of the video. Right, let's see what we can do here. Spread it out to the edges. Let it sink in. Let it sink in down the side. Yes, lovely. Come to daddy. Yes, he's a little good boy. Yes. I had my assistant yesterday, but today she's on furlough, so she's not helping me. Right, so bechamel. Now we want to gratinate. Now don't put it, mistake I made before, moussaka number 1, I put it in the oven too hot. Let this cook together nicely. 160. Let it all come together. Let the sheep's milk cheese melt and get nice and golden. The mistake I made before, I put it in the oven too hot. And it did look a bit dark. And some of you clever ones, you spotted it. And you let me know. So this is why I'm doing it again. Hopefully second time lucky. and I would get approval of my Greek fans in Athens. Victoria, thank you very much. Right, lovely Greek moussaka, gratinated with sheep's milk cheese. If you can get Greek sheep's milk, fine. If not, manchego. I saw some sheep the other day. I asked them if they were Greek. They didn't answer me, so I got manchego instead. All right, so this is going to go in the oven, and I'm going to show you when it comes out nice and golden. And I'm even going to cut in, and I'll show you how the layers are. Back in a minute. In the oven, 30 minutes, 160.